So just to prove some of my points, what I've done here is I've created the same test, and it's called test1 fixed implicitly. As you can see, it does exactly what it previously did. However, what it now does is it sets an implicit wait. You can see here's the usage that I've talked about, and I've set the implicit wait to wait for 5 seconds. So we're going to fill out the credit card info, and then we're going to find the element, and then we're going to perform all the same actions as before. But what this means for Selenium Webdriver now is anytime it uses the find element method, it's going to wait for up to 5 seconds before it throws an element not visible exception. And so it's going to wait for 5 seconds, and then if it doesn't work, it's going to throw up an exception. Otherwise, it will continue. It will continue to poll to see if that element is in the DOM before failing. So let's go ahead and step through this test. Actually, let's just go ahead and run it and see whether this test succeeds. So I'm going to come here and just click Run Test. And so now the Test Explorer is just going to go ahead and build. It's going to build a couple tests, and then it's going to start test execution. We can look at the Test Explorer, and we can see this green bar that keeps moving, which means that the test is in execution mode. You can see the browser has opened up here. It's going to navigate to our URL, fill out the appropriate information, and then it looks exactly like before. The test failed again. When we look at the error, we see the same exact error saying element not visible. And then, which is very weird, right? Why is the element not visible? I just don't understand. Well, it's exactly as I showed you. It's the fact that implicit wait is totally useless when the element is hidden on a page. Let me show you. Look, I'm going to go to this slow animations URL. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to open up a brand new browser here. And then we'll take a look at this element that I'm waiting for. So we're waiting for this element called ID success, okay? And we're supposed to wait for it for 5 seconds. So if I got Chrome up, and then I look for that element, I got Chrome tools up. Let me hide this over here. And then remember, we can use the Command F feature, Control F if you're on Windows, and we can search by ID. So I can actually just search. Sorry, I forgot the ID that I was looking for. Success, not go. Success. So if I search for the string success, you can see that there are 3 elements that I find, and we can search through them. So here's 1, there's 2, and then there's 3. Okay? So here's the one that we want. You can see that this is a div that contains a ID called success. And although it is not visible on the page, you can see that it's in the HTML. In fact, its display is none, which means it's hidden. But it's here in the HTML, but it's not present on the page. So what that means is it's hidden, which means that no matter what, the implicit wait will never work. And what that means is that you can't resolve this problem using an implicit wait. This situation right here, you'll never be able to solve it using an implicit wait.